it happened again. This weekend, we saw the deadliest mass shooting since 2024 in Shreveport, Louisiana, and another mass shooting in Iowa City near the University of Iowa. In Iowa, 5 people, including 3 students, were seriously injured, and I'm praying for their recovery. In Louisiana, a man killed 8 children, 7 of which were his own, and a 13-year-old and 2 women were seriously injured. The children who were killed were between 3 and 11 years old. They were so young. Police are still investigating both of these incidents, and we are still learning more details. But this weekend was a devastating reminder of just how bad the gun violence epidemic is in this country. I'm a member of the Columbine generation, the first generation to grow up in the midst of gun violence and mass shootings. But the generations who come after us, like those little kids in Louisiana, have never known a world where mass shootings weren't frankly expected. By failing to act, we are knowingly passing the trauma of gun violence down to the next generation. And as we've said again and again, thoughts and prayers are just not going to fix this. And Trump and Republicans, including Mike Johnson, are making things worse. In 2022, we passed the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act into law, which was the biggest gun violence prevention legislation in 30 years. It closed the boyfriend loophole to stop people from buying guns if they have a restraining order against them. Because, as we've seen, domestic violence is often tied to gun violence. It also invested heavily in expanding mental health services nationwide. But Trump is actively trying to eliminate $1 billion in mental health grants and roll back the gun safety provisions in this law. This is bullshit. Kids are dying and they will keep dying until we do something about it. That's why I will do everything in my power to pass gun safety laws when Democrats are in the majority, even if it means tanking the filibuster to do it. Because I don't give a shit about archaic rules when kids are dying at record rates.
Banduku ingekuwa Mubembe ndo anaua baba watoto 8 Amerike. Kama watu walishatumia na mavideo. Huyu baba anaua watoto 8, 7 ni baki wa kujizalia. Mtoto wa 8 ndio mtoto wa dada yake. Sikia vitu moya huzuni.
If you're a registered Democrat, you get the Democratic ballot. If you're a registered Republican, you get the Republican ballot. But if you're registered what used to be independent, without a lot of people's knowledge, without really informing a lot of people, if you were registered independent, they automatically changed your registration to be no party. So the independent party no longer exists in Louisiana. If you are no party, then you are still eligible to vote in this primary. So you go in on May 16th, or early voting starts May 2nd. You walk up and they say, okay, can I, see your information? What's your name? Oh, I see you're no party. Would you like the Republican ballot or the Democratic ballot? Or would you just like the 5th Amendment ballot? A lot of no party or independents think they cannot vote in the primary, and that's not correct.
We have close to 60 vending machines, and the amount of money we spend on product to fill those vending machines is insane. At the end of the month when we do our accounting, I'm always shocked at how much we spend. We buy our products from 5 different places: Costco, Sam's Club, Vistar, Coke, and Pepsi. We spent the most amount of money at Costco and the least amount of money at Sam's Club. It's going to depend heavily on where you live. Our Sam's Club is not good, but our Costco is awesome. In March, we spent $7,193 at Costco. In contrast, we only spent $250 at Sam's Club. We only buy a few products here that we can't find at Costco. It's like a few frozen products and Lunchables. Lunchables are so cheap at Sam's Club. They're about $1 each, whereas on Vistar, our snack wholesaler, they're close to $3. Really got to shop around and be aware of all the prices. We also spent a ton of money at Vistar in March. As an online snack wholesaler, we also buy a few specialty drinks from them. We spent $6,272 in March. The majority of our soda and energy drinks come straight from the source. We buy from Coke and Pepsi. We spent $1,797 at Coke and $1,180 at Pepsi. So in total, in March, we spent $16,700 on product to fill our vending machines. You really gotta spend money to make money.